And we are on.
And we're live.
And we are live. My name is Bronwyn Jane, and I have Debbie with me. So I wanted to introduce Debbie to you. Debbie and I have been working together for just a bit over a year. What is it? 14 months, something like that?
Yeah, since March last year.
Okay, I can't do the math. Close enough. When I'm in this space, I can't do math. It's kind of scary when you think of what I used to do as a job prior to this in banking and finance. Ooh. Yeah, kind of scary if I can't do the math. So today we're on here live because what we're going to do as people come on and let us know that they're here, we're going to be doing some oracle card readings and whatever else kind of happens in that space once we kind of get going. But it's definitely going to be starting with oracle card readings. So as you come on and you join us, let us know that you're here so we know that we are not talking to ourselves. I'm going to just have a little chat with Debbie while people come on. So, Debbie, there's a couple of things that I really love about you, and I want you to kind of tell people who you are. But what I love about you is that you have very, I'm going to call it loose plan in the way that you roll with certain things. I love that we might actually have an objective when we come together, and sometimes we really go left, which I love, like going left when we should be going right.
Oh, definitely.
So you just never know where you're going to be. But the thing that I really admire the most about you is the dedication that you have to those people that connect to your energy. You go over and beyond what others do, and I really, really admire that about you, and I think it's really, really beautiful trait that you have, and I've never said that to you before, and I just wanted to let you know that that's really how I feel about you. And also we go left sometimes when we're supposed to be going right, which is kind of good too, but it really is the commitment that you have to those that get to spend time with you in whatever form that is. For those that don't know Debbie, I'd really like, Debbie, for you to share a little bit about yourself, like, what you do, how you got here, all those kind of things.
Okay, so I mean, if we go right back to my childhood, and I was
we're not.
here we
are. We've already gone left.
Absolutely go left. But this is something I've always done, and I was only laughing about that with my mother and sister the other day. In that I've always had this energy and space, and even as a child, people would come to me for advice and help. Because I've always had that strong connection to spirit, and that's where I was going. I wasn't actually veering off into the weeds for a change.
Just never know, do we?
No, we don't. So for me, I think really helping other people has been a lifetime calling. And even when I've been working in, your more standard space, much like yourself in banking and in procurement type activities, I've always still had that look out for what's best for others and how I can help them.
Awesome. And you, the other thing too that I love that you bring to your connections when you are working with spirit is the depth of understanding of not only spirit but humans, based on the fact that you also got this great credentials behind you in that space of understanding the mind. Share a bit about that.
Look, I started studying the mind, if you like, in the form of psychology 20 odd years ago, and then moved out into more of a sociology area as well, because it's not just individuals, it's how we operate within the group and how the group impacts all of us. So it's really important to look at people as part of the area that they live in and who they interact with. So that's one of the things that in my readings, I don't just look at where you are, it's who's impacting you and how they've impacted you in the past and even into the future. And I think that's very important.
It is. And if people want to book a reading with Debbie, I'm going to put a link here too. So later on, so we're definitely going to, because I am blessed that Debbie is part of the college. So for those that don't know, I have another aspect of who I am, and there is the Psychic Mediumship College, and Debbie is part of that and provides readings as part of that select group of awesome humans that have decided to provide their services via the college. So what do you love the most? I mean, I'm just, people wondering what I'm doing. I'm just energizing my cards, just so you know, right? That's why I'm sitting here doing this. And my mother always says, why don't you just pull a card while you're on Facebook? Like, why are you always doing that? That's why. What do you love the most about your connection to spirit? And I'd love for other people to put that in, if they've got a connection to spirit, in chat, as in the comments as well. What do you love the most about your connection to spirit?
It's the sense that we're part of something bigger. It's that we're not alone. And I think that is a really big problem for a lot of people. They've lost that connection to spirit and to other, and that creates a sense of isolation. When you're connected with spirit, you know you're part of something so much bigger. You're part of a huge web of energy, and that's what I love. It's magic. It's magic in this world that we live in now, and there's so little of it. So being able to connect and accept that connection and that ability within yourself, it's magical.
Yeah, that's a great place to start. What I often say to people, you've got your own very stalkers, right? Really, you do. You're never alone, ever. And people go like, really? Like even in those intimate moments? Yes. They're not looking at you from that perspective, but 100% you're never alone. People are like, in the toilet? Maybe.
Loving stalkers that don't mean you harm.
It depends. Yeah, you are not alone. And that our awareness of that, and the more that we kind of really connect into that, get really sensitive into that space to be able to feel that, it is so, brings so much comfort in times when we need comfort. But even when we don't, you know, we could be just going along, just doing random things, and you'll get the humor of spirit. They're not always just serious. Like you'll get the humor of them, their jokes, their personality, all kinds of things are available for us to still have that connection with spirit. So it is wisdom and all that fabulous stuff, but it's also, if we've got our loved ones in spirit, they are who they were, right? So if they were rat bags, they're still rat bags, right? They're still rat bags. If they were heart-centered, the most amazing humans, that's still who they are. And so we get to still experience that. And that to me is the gift. People say, oh, you know, it's a gift what you do. No, it's not. I don't see it as that. It's like, oh no, it's yin and yang. There's two sides to this.
Sometimes.
Yeah, there's two sides to everything. But the gift for me in this space, yes, it's absolutely tremendous to be able to serve and help people, without a doubt. But for me, where the real gift sits is that we get to feel, hear, see spirit, connect to that energy, and it's just the most phenomenal experience. I really struggle to find the words to truly explain it, because I don't think they exist, to how phenomenal that is when that meshing occurs, because everything that was our stuff, right? You could have aches and pains, you could have just chaos in your world, that is, if it disappears, it's like when you go into a dream, but you're just so enmeshed with spirit, you forget all your things and you're just kind of doing the spirit thing, whatever that is, and it's just so phenomenal. And when they flood you with what that love energy feels like, and all the other emotions, it's like, oh my God, if only we could actually give this to others so they could feel it. It's like next level.
That experience of just walking in a different way, it lifts you up. It's almost like you're not even touching the ground when you're moving. So you come out of one of those experiences and you're like, oh, the world's so good, everything's moving so fast, I'm really happy, isn't this wonderful? And everyone looks at you and says, oh, what are you on?
That's right. I'll have what she's doing. I'll have what she's having for sure. It is an amazing experience, and it's what I love about when I'm teaching people too, is that they get to, when they finally feel that, like for the first time, and it can be addictive. So if anyone's kind of like, connects into spirit and they're like, oh, I know what you're talking about, it can, because like, oh, I want to always feel that. And because it can be like that, because it feels so phenomenal. I often get asked all the time by countless people from countless walks of life about my energy level. It's like, how do you get done what you get done, right? How do you do what you do, and all the things? And it's like, because of that, I'm not using my own energy when I do that. It's a source that I have access to, and that is how I get done what I get done. It's why I'm not tired. It's why I can work the way I do. I'm not using my own energy. It's just phenomenal. So I'd love to hear other people's experiences. We're going to pull a couple of cards in a sec. Other people's experiences in regards to why they love spirit, why they love the connection, even if they're not connecting to past loved ones, but even their intuition or their spirit guides. What's the thing or things that you love the most about that? I'd love to see it in the chat. So by all means, share away, people. Share away. So what we're going to do is, if you want a card, and some people are already putting down that they want a card, so yay, you know how to play the game, guys, right? So you put your name down if you want a card, and we will draw. We're both using different kinds of packs. We will use whatever we want to give you a message of some kind of inspiration or guidance, depending on sort of what we're drawn to. And that's... Yep.
I thought I might jump in. I thought I might jump in here. We've got, I saw somebody come up. I think her name was Jenny Hale. Are you there, Jenny? Who asked for a card from either of us. So while she was there, I pulled out a card. And what I've got for you, Jenny, is a card that says ideal course of action. And as you can see, there's a lot of imagery. What I'm seeing is that you're at a point in time where you're trying to make a decision, but you want to make the right decision. And this card's telling you that whatever decision you make is the right decision. It's the movement that will make the big change for you. There's a lot of life. There's a lot of joy. There's a lot of happiness coming into your world. You just need to reach out and grab it.
Awesome. For anyone that's interested too, I have put within the chat Debbie's link if you want to book with her at some point in time. So I have got a card here for Wendy White. And Wendy, the thing that's coming through for you is to trust your connection that you have here. And it's not just spirit connection, it's actually connection with others. So really lean into that in that space, because I can feel a little bit of trepidation around some of those relationships, but they're encouraging you to lean into that, because anything that's felt a little bit separate is going to be pulled back and realigned in a really nice way. They're also encouraging you too that we're required to take the higher ground on things if you need to. So, and it's not just in a ego space, it's actually to be able to see things from a different perspective, to be able to look at things from a different angle and be able to see things almost like as if you're on that actual mound of higher ground there. And to know that the things that you experience, we're not taking, they were saying not to take them personally by any stretch of the imagination, but it is this awareness of what's being demonstrated to you by where someone else is and how they're traveling through their life at this point in time. And with that awareness, it will make it a little bit easier for you when you're encountering and working with others. So hopefully that resonates in some way for you, Wendy. Thank you. As we bring in the messages and we share these with you, if anything kind of lands, makes sense in any kind of way, please let us know, because it's really nice to have the feedback. It helps us maintain the energy that we are holding here, because we're holding the energy of spirit, we're holding our own energy, we're holding each other's, and all you guys as well. So there is a lot going on here. Are you drawn to anyone at the moment?
There's Narelle Klazuma, I'm not sure if I've got that name right, is popping out for me. So I'm sensing that Narelle's in a bit of a dark place at the moment, and there's a lot going on for her. So a card up for call, and I've actually pulled a different deck which aligns with the time we're in at the moment, which is coming into Southern Hemisphere, Samhain. So the card I've got is invoke the power and fear, not the hidden. What lurks is coming with underlying change. So what that actually means for you is that, as I said, there's a lot going on. Don't be afraid of that. Lean into the fear, lean into the power that that fear gives you, because fear is a gift. Fear lets us know that we're alive, how to react. It actually warns us of dangers. So be aware of that fear and lean into it. Accept it. Accept those changes. There are things around you that you're worried about. Don't let the worry form part of your life. Just be aware of it and lean into it and move forward.
Awesome. Thank you.
Do you have anything else with that one?
Beg your pardon?
Do you have anything else to add to that one, Bronwyn?
No. Do you want me to?
Oh, no. I was just wondering.
No, I'd already picked my person. I'd already picked my person. So because we just kind of let it roll and then we kind of go with who we got. So I was drawn to Tony. Tony, the thing that's coming, and that's Tony C. Coppins. What I'm being made aware of is a couple of things have coming up for you. Lots of, I'm going to say two things. One, anything that feels like it's, so there's change. I just hear the word change. So anything that feels like it's shifting, changing, moving, don't try and keep it stagnant. Allow it to move out of your world, even if it's a little bit unnerving, or it feels like I'm not ready for the change, because they're making me aware that this is part of this transformation, regeneration energy that they're trying to kind of push into you, because I'm aware too, because I can actually feel it in my body. I'm aware of my back, around my lungs, and also around my knees. So it's like this energy that they're trying to really push into you, this regeneration that's coming up for you, which is really, really nice. If you kind of feel a little bit lackluster, or you kind of feel like a little bit, right, because that's a technical term, just in case you're wondering, unfulfilled is another word we could use if we didn't want to use right? With that, then this is all part of what's happening. And if you've got this change that is making sense to you, and because they're actually showing me in regards to number of time, because I'm getting 8 weeks. So there's even a time period around this change and what it's looking like as we're moving through that. It's not change that's good or bad. It's just change, because I checked where it sits. And in regards to timing, because I'm aware of this timing, even though you might want it to be a little bit different time, they're actually encouraging you to stay really positive as you're sort of in this waiting patch, or you're waiting for the change to really shift and change. That was a bad choice of words there right at the end. And we're going to change and change. So hopefully that resonates in some way, lands for you, Tony.
Okay, so just looking at what you've put up, you're leaning into spirit, and you're feeling the warnings, but that's not all it's about. A lot of you're missing the messages of love, and those messages of love are coming through to you as well. Card I get for you is celebrate differences, and I feel that a lot of what you're experiencing, because you're only looking at the warnings, is that you're not allowing the goodness to come into your life, and there is a lot of goodness out there. You do actually have very strong spirit guides. You've got an uncle or a grandfather, an uncle, I believe, in spirit, who's actually there for you and wants to give you love and bring you out those experiences around you. And your big message is to actually start looking for the good things as well, the stuff in your life that brings joy and brings brightness, rather than just looking for the messages and feeling the messages of warnings as you've put up. So just a quick look at that one, and that is celebrate difference. And I feel that this is a very important thing for you to understand at this moment, that it's not all about the warnings, it's also about the love.
Thank you. Thanks for Tony for the confirmation. With the business thing, anywhere you can bring in yellow for some reason, if you could bring yellow into your space or into any way into your world, with the intention of it having a energetic impact on business, do so, because when I saw that straight away, they kind of showed me some yellow flowers. So it could be flowers or it could be something else, to bring that in there to help you. That's great. So this is for Pauline. What was, sorry, I'm going for the last name. Monk. Awesome. So for Pauline Monk, a couple of things are coming up for you. So this is to make sure that you never forget. It's like one of these, never forget, like every day. Make sure you shield, protect your energy, look after your energy. They're also making me aware too that to really look at if we've got, because they're saying like not everything is as it appears, right? So if it looks awesome, it's about going a little bit deeper and exploring the underneath of what that looks like, because they're just saying not everything that glitters is gold. So I'm aware of that. Not everything appears as it is. So work your way through that, thanks, and really look at the true value and the connections and the people that you have within your world, thanks, because some people are not always the most pure in their intentions, and I'm being made aware that sometimes you, based on your heart, your kindness, your generosity, that you don't always notice that because you're measuring people on how you show up, and not everyone is the same as you. And so they're just reminding you to just kind of be a little bit more discerning as you are navigating relationships. And they also said, don't worry about trying to, get in the good books, impress, all that kind of stuff with people. So it's like, no, just truly accept who you are, where you're at, and maintain your own energy and really protect that, Pauline. Have you got anyone there, Debbie?
I just wanted to add to the colour yellow also with that is citron. I mean, I'm just getting this really strong. Don't forget to mention citron, which is really bright yellow crystal, and it attracts that abundance, if you like. So that might also help within
everyone.
Tony's.
Go out and get some citrine.
No, Tony. But everyone, by all means, everyone go out and get some citron. It's a beautiful crystal.
It is.
Abundance. Don't sleep with it.
It's great for joy as well. I've got one somewhere. I don't know where it is. Not here. Somewhere else. Yeah. All right. So let me kind of see who I want to go with. So let's go and have a look. All right. Oh, look at that. So that's Sue says it's a beautiful message, Debbie. So that's, and she's about her uncle. So Sue says that. So that's great. All right. So we've got Debbie's link there in the chat for anyone that wants to connect in with Debbie. The other thing too that we are going to put in the chat as an energy exchange, guys, like because we're just jumping on here to give you some messages, but for Debbie has just created a Facebook page. So it'd be really awesome if we could jump on that Facebook page and support it by giving it a click. So Facebook will shoot it out into Facebook world. So the right people can find Debbie. So if you want to support her page, I would love that. It's great when someone gives you energy through the readings that she's doing here, that there is an energy exchange. It keeps everything in balance. So if you want to jump on her page, it's in the chat there, and support her by liking her page. So as I said, so the algorithm can find it and shoot it out into the internet world. That that would be fabulous. So it resonates, Pauline. Thank you for letting us know that it resonates. All right, so let me kind of see where I want to go. Okay, so this is for Kate. See, Kate, here it is. It's cleansing your energy. So if you haven't done it for a while, make sure you cleanse your energy. I also hear your space. Thanks. It's interesting. I say it's interesting because it's not a practice I do, but it's a practice I know. They're actually showing me salt. So if you want to use salt anywhere, put the salt at the door, do the things or with the salt to maintain the energy boundaries around a space, then they're encouraging you to do that. They're actually showing me sprinkle on it. So I know you can put it in little dishes, you can put them on windows and put them in the doors. There's all kinds of stuff you can do. But they're actually showing me sprinkling it. So it may mean that we need to put it in a few spaces, or the space needs a light coating of protection. And I hear the word work, so it doesn't feel like it's your home. It actually feels like it's linked to your workspace that you would need to do that, Kate. All right.
I'll jump in here. I saw Melissa Fabian come up, and for Melissa,
thanks, Melissa, for liking her page.
For Melissa, there's been a couple of things jump out her. One is her, and she is a very deeply emotional woman. She feels a lot of love. She has family that she brings in with her. So she's very much represented by the Queen of Cups if we're moving into oracles and outside of the tarot just for a moment. But at the moment, you're struggling with the decision. And that decision has got to do with money, where it goes, and what it should do. What I'm actually getting for you is to focus on gratitude and appreciation at the moment, and that will bring out the way you need to move forward. So instead of actually getting right down into the weeds of, do I go this way or do I go that way, actually start thinking about the things in your life that you're really enjoying and experiencing that gratitude and appreciation for them, and that will give you the way forward.
Awesome. So this is for Jeanette. So Jeanette, what I'm being reminded for you to say is really stand by any commitment that you've made, how you feel, hold your boundaries. They just said you're strong enough to kind of go through whatever you need to. So understand that it is about your boundaries for you, holding them. It's a place of even acknowledging your own self-love to yourself. So if that's kind of been an area that you've needed to work on a little bit more, or you know that, hey, I say it, but maybe I'm not really following through all the time, this is a way to love yourself by actually holding firm on your boundaries for you and standing by the commitments that you make to yourself particularly. And it's interesting. And so I just need to stay with this. The other thing that is coming in too is that I'm being made aware of, thanks. Thank you. Thanks. Sorry, I'm just talking to myself, but not really. They're making me aware of an ear. So, and it's actually inside the ear. There's no pain, so it's not a physical thing. This is more of a spiritual thing, Thanks. It's actually what you hear. So if you're hearing things, people are saying certain things, notice how they're saying it, acknowledge what they're saying for sure, but feel into it. You're also going to get an awareness of your hearing, or that you're hearing things in your head, or your ear is going to make a noise that feels like buzzing, sounds like buzzing. I'm aware of this tuning you in to try and get guidance in that space that it's coming in auditory there, because I really want to feel like I want to stick my finger in my ear, but it's probably not a good thing to do on Facebook Lives. Right? Because I'm aware of, like, I don't want to do that. I want to stick my finger in there. And that is really that guide space for me, really coming in there, really trying to get your attention.
Yeah,
thanks. I just want to cut you off. Sorry. Thanks, Joe, for supporting Debbie and liking her page.
I just wanted to say, while you were speaking just then, I also had a strong sense of myself. I was feeling quite a lot of tension in the chest. So that message you were giving was, I'm getting the impression, just to add to it, that it's something very important, and that there's a lot of emotion around that at the moment.
Awesome. Thanks for adding. Thanks, Kate, for the comment and confirmation that you understand that there. So, all right. So let's kind of see. So I'm going to, I think I've seen this name before because it always tickles my fancy when I see it. Chris Buzz Gentle. I love that name. I'm sure I've read it before on here. So it is, I'm getting a third eye. Thanks. Activation space. Thank you. Oh, wow. Ooh, yeah. And also a guide reference too for you too, because it's the same thing. So thanks. This is really for you, Chris, understanding, thanks, that the information that you get that comes through is accurate, because I am aware of that. I'm also aware of this anxiety or Yeah, it reminds me of anxiety. So there's either anxiety or self-doubt that comes up sometimes when we have to speak what we are getting or what we are feeling, what we are sensing. So you're being encouraged to not only work on your third eye, whatever that means to you, interpret it how you want, but to me it's internal vision. Some people get it external. But I'm also aware of your abilities. Thank you. The other thing too is that, go slower. They just it's just yelling so much out
It's
to you.
bursting out everywhere. It's just bursting out of you at the moment.
First, stop talking, people. Thanks. They just said, yeah, right. Thank you. So, because they just showed out smoke as mirrors, and I want to understand it. So, in regards to if you're doing any kind of development, whether it be with someone else, your own, this type of thing, really connect into yourself, what you think is right for you, rather than external factors. And I say that as a spiritual teacher, right? So it's contrary to what I do, but this is really important because some people are either telling you the wrong thing or you're getting confused around it, and you don't kind of know which way to go, or it's not being 100% truthful or accurate for you, like for the way you work or the way you show up. I'm not saying that they're not being truthful, but it's just not in alignment for you. And so I'm aware of that. I'm also aware too that thank you, that there is things around you that you need to not take. It's a little bit like I had for a different lady, not taking things on face value, because I'm getting that as well for you, that there is some deception that is coming up around you, and that you really need to connect into your own intuition to be able to really feel the truth in things, rather than just take it on face value, because you're aware, you're able to feel it. So I just want to leave that with you. Thanks. Hear things. Jeanette's just saying here that she hears things sometimes. My son has buzzing in the ears. He's only, age has no bearing on it. So when we are little, when we're little humans, this is when we are more open. So age has no bearing on it at all. We arrive open, then the world happens, life happens to us, and it closes us down sometimes, depending on the kind of parents that someone has. And then they go to school, and sometimes they get closed down even more. So if we have small humans that are experiencing this, and it is okay, like they're coping, make it normal. It is normal. That way they don't have to go through what I did, whereas like older, trying to find myself, reactivated, understand myself, and go through numerous I'm going to call it dark night of the soul types of experiences as I try to reintegrate all of me, because some of it had been shut down. I don't know if anyone else relates to being shut down when they were younger by people that didn't know any better, but it makes life really, really hard. So if we've got small humans that understand this, are having experiences, and you are able to guide them. If you are unable to guide them because it's outside your skill set or you don't know what to do, find someone that can support you, help you, so you get the skills, so then you can guide them the way that is appropriate for you and your house. That is my advice as someone that works in the space of helping children. Yes, depending on their age, you can definitely take them and they can get coaching if they're old enough, but the best thing is for you to learn, so then you can do it in a way that is appropriate for you and your family.
Absolutely.
Lecture done.
I just want to second that. Having had children myself that have had those sorts of experiences, it's really important to not dismiss them. We've got this sort of situation, well, we're being indoctrinated to dismiss children's dreams and thoughts, but they are really real. And giving them the skill sets to be able to cope is much more important than shutting them down. Make them stronger adults.
Yeah. Jeanette, I want to say too that I'm the 100%. We've got some of your dead people rocking up, because I was aware of where the information was coming from. So yeah, they're just here loitering. Gotta love it. Gotta love a loiter. All right. Thanks, Michelle, for liking Debbie's page. As I said, for those that have kind of come on later, I asked you guys, like, please, as an energy exchange, to support Debbie's page, so then you can go out into the internet world, and Facebook can do its thing, so she can find the people that are aligned for her to be able to help them.
Yeah, definitely. That's really important. I feel Ariane, not so if I'm saying that right.
Yeah.
I do have a very strong message for you here, and it's about being true to your heart and maintaining your childlike spirit. Lately, you've been falling into a bit of darkness and not looking at things with the joy and love that you normally would have. I'm also hearing that there is a decision that's to be made, and it's not one that's to do with love or relationships. It's more profound, if you like, a more common sort of decision that's coming. There will be some illumination leading up into that decision by the next. I'm sort of getting this whole thing. I'm not sure if you're really into the moon and you get out and you look at the moon, but I'm seeing the moonlight being something that if you're not doing it now, I feel that you may be, but that you really do need to start monitoring the moon and looking at your own time. But with the next full moon, there's going to be some illumination for you as to the process that you're going through at the moment. But the biggest issue that you've had is that you've lost some of the joy in your life, and you've lost some of that childhood glee and delight that, get out, skipping the stones and really getting out and enjoying nature. I'm seeing that being a really big thing for you. But whatever it is that's troubling you at the moment, and it's sort of around work and where you're going to go in the future, but that there's going to be some illumination on that within the next month.
Awesome. Fabulous. Thanks, Melissa. Yeah, that's how Melissa came into my world through because of her magical son. So, yeah, I love supporting parents in that way, to be able, because I also am a mother of a child, a man child now. He's quite grown, and it was really hard to find support back when we were going through it. And so I'm super, super passionate of being able to empower parents so they can really support their children in this space. Yeah. So I just want to, thanks. Look, you got some feedback there, Debbie, that is spot on. So that's fabulous. So I'm going to Raylene. So Raylene, what's coming up is, thanks. They're talking about you finding your tribe or connecting into your tribe a little bit more, where we've maybe, been not had the connection or the support that we wanted or needed, and now it's really coming into your world, and it's probably going to come in a bit faster than you anticipate, because I'm aware it's like, oh, it feels like it's hitting me like a fire hose. So you are going to feel like I kind of felt a little bit lost, and now I've got some people around me that can really help you and guide you. Thanks. They're also making me aware to ensure that in any of your relationships that they're balanced, because balance is something that you need to work on a little bit more in that space. So not always be giving, to make sure that you're open to receiving, so that can really bring the balance in. Thanks. You also need to rest a little bit more too, because I'm hearing that rest, and look after, or make sure that they show me the back. So make sure that your back support's really great. If you're sitting for any lengths of time, that really look after yourself in that way. They're also telling me too that thank you, that this trying to be transparent, trying to be authentic and this type of thing, it's going to really lock in for you. So if you kind of feel like I'm on this journey and I need to find my way, they've just said you've just landed. So whatever you've either just done, just about to do, because it feels like we're here. This is the start of everything for you that really unpacks some blossoms for you in a really, really big way, which is really lovely, because it does feel like previously we've felt a little bit lost, and now that's really shifting and changing. It's almost like when someone's coming of age, but it's not. It reminds me of that, which is really, really nice.
I just want to jump in here. I sort of said, Ariane said she doesn't have a job at the moment. Your job is not necessarily something that you're doing for someone else. It can be the work that you're doing for yourself, the stuff that you're doing around the home. So broaden your perception of what work actually is, or what brings meaning in your life, because that's what's really important to you. And it's really important to all of us to find those things that bring the meaning into our life. At the moment, I've got a thing, Christine put up a message saying she wanted a card. Now, for Christine, I'm getting the sense that you haven't been feeling really well, getting sort of nausea, pain around the throat, and just generally feeling unwell. What the message I'm getting for you is that you need to take a fresh approach to life. Some of that is a fear of moving forward. It's fear of change. and trusting yourself. Be assured that what you are doing, those little incremental steps that you're making, those small achievements, they are getting you where you need to go. Inject a little bit of something different into your life. It could be just changing the time you get up of a morning, or what you're eating or drinking during the day, and bringing that sense of change and difference into your life. It will make a huge difference to what's going on for you at the moment. But the big message I'm getting for you is that the assurance, you are doing the right thing. You are making those little movements at the moment. You mightn't be able to see it, but it is occurring. And if you slow down and look at what you're doing, you will find that you are making progress.
Thanks. Great. I've drawn to Sarah Gentle. So Sarah, what's coming through for me is thanks. One, the words give and take, so I'm aware of that. But the other thing that I'm also being made aware of, and that sits in relationships, because I just asked where does it sit. The other thing too is this feeling like we're either in two worlds, or we kind of got one leg in one space, one leg in another space. And they're telling me that this is, we kind of feel a little bit stuck, and we've been stuck really or we've felt very stuck for a few months, because I hear months, thanks. But I'm also aware too that it is a little period of time, because I'm aware of this balancing, or even if we're in balancing two things, this feels like it's still there for a little while. Because I keep saying trust the process. It's like, oh my goodness, it's such a frustrating phrase, right? It is for me anyway. It's like, really, guys, like, trust the process, right? When you're in this space, but it is that, and we just got this little bit more time, and then it's like a breakthrough occurs. So be okay with the fact that we're either balancing, or we're kind of not moving, or we're like a little bit of time in this part of a world and a bit here, because it's just this patch where you're at, and it's about this kind of rest, not so much rest and restore, but it is this rest, recalibrate, think about really what we want the move forward to look like, because then there's a little bit more clarity around that. Thank you. And this, thanks. And this may be where we live, because I actually said home, so we might have changes coming up that would feel like moving, because I hear the word home, or even renovation, or something to do with the home, because I'm aware of home, thanks. But I'm also aware too that this stuck feeling feels also aligned with work. So we've got a few patches of life that we feel a little bit like my feet are stuck in concrete and I can't move forward. It's just a patch, right? It's not very long, because I'm aware how far it is, and it's like, it's not very long. We're nearly through it. So, and because I keep hearing months, and they're not telling me 6 or 9, because that feels like forever, right? It's like 2, 3, and then everything bursts open. It's almost like floodgates then change and move. So that's there. So know that it's just a patch. If you feel a little bit, frustrated, that is okay. Use that time, use that energy to be able to go, what do I want when this little thing opens up and the energy sort of explodes? What do I want that to feel like, look like? What does that need to be? Put the energy of frustration into that, almost like you're planning something, but you don't know what you're planning. It's that. Thanks. There must be something around the home and renovations, because something's coming up there. So they're juggling chainsaws is my saying. Well, there you go. I've never heard that saying before, ever, Sarah, but it's kind of like that. You're going to be able to put a chainsaw down soon, right? Which sounds like is a good option if that's the reference, chainsaws. So you are, and then it's like this clarity. So if it feels like that, which must feel pretty crappy, like if you're using a reference chainsaw, it's like not awesome. So that's really not if that's what you're doing. So that is just about done, which is based on that reference, Sarah. Thank goodness for you. So, I love it, Sarah.
I love that one too. That's awesome.
I might be stealing that.
It's definitely one word, stealing.
Yeah, right. I'll just give Sarah credit later.
Sharon, you've popped up there and you've said hello, anything for you. What I'm getting for you is that you're not just looking for change. There is change coming into your world at the moment. There's already been change happening, and there's something around a young person and a young man. I feel that there's been a lot of emotion around, whether this is a child or a nephew, that's been causing a whole bunch of change, and good change in your life. But there's going to be more change. So whatever's already happened is going to continue rolling through. What we're looking at is not just incremental change. There's going to be some big snap change. It could be, I actually had the sense that it could be moving towns and jobs and massive change in your life. The thing is that some of this change is also going to bring into your world a bigger understanding of your own abilities. It's going to increase your sense of strength, your sense of self-worth. There's a lot of wild unpredictability about this change that's coming, but it's going to be very positive.
Awesome. And Jeanette is Chainsaw Sarah's sister.
So it's Chainsaw Sarah.
That's funny. Thanks, Sarah, about my top. Thanks. For anyone that really loves the Debbie's readings like me, and you want to kind of connect with her one-to-one in a reading space, her link to be able to spend some time with her in a reading space is in the chat. You can see how awesome she is. You can see why I think she's fabulous. She's pretty amazing. So if you're feeling like, hey, I would like to get a reading from Debbie, please do so. And remember to support her page, because we want Facebook to know that she exists. Debbie's done an immense amount of work over the 14 months that we have been together, and a lot prior, before she came into my world. So you can see that showing up in how well she is able to serve today. Everyone loves Chainsaw Sarah.
I'm writing it down so I don't forget.
I can see it. I can see it in the chat. So everyone's going to steal that phrase now. I can see that. All right. So just want to kind of see where we're going, who we're drawn to. If you want a card, please let me know. All right. So thank you. So I just want to see, I'm drawn to Anita, so Hunt. So I just kind of want to see what's to come in. Thanks. It's interesting. I keep hearing this word, so I will say it. Mum, mama. So that's kind of coming through. So I'm aware of that. So I just want to get that out of the way by saying that as I'm kind of going in there. The other thing that I'm being made aware, thank you, what does she need to know? Thanks. That as this is coming up, I just thank you. I was about to say breathe, Anita, but that is exactly what happened when I was about to do this. So this big needing to take these big breaths, this like calm, settle our energy. It's about going slow, being patient, but really breathing as we kind of maneuvering through what's coming up. Now, this could feel quite formal. That's what we're working our way through. Or it's got some aspect that would be legal or something like this, because it is quite formal that I'm aware of. They're also making me aware too of you spending a lot of time either mulling over, thinking, or they actually said dwelling, so that means a deep thinking to me as you're going through whatever you're maneuvering through. The other thing that they're making me aware of, the amount of support that you have, and some of this support is on a really intimate level. So because I'm aware of that, and some really drawing on really fabulous relationships and connections to support you, rather than feeling that you have to do things alone, because I'm aware of this strong companionship and people trying to support or trying to be around you, and you're so independent it's like there's no space sometimes to be able to help you. So just be mindful of how that when you need help, how are you sort of coming out of your shell and asking for it, or not asking for it in that case. The other thing that I'm being made aware of too is that to look at the circumstances, they're actually saying to look at the circumstances thank you, from the other angle. So whatever is someone else's perspective on what you're going through. Now, twice this has come up, so I'll just say it. They showed me the number 11, and it actually is significant. And it doesn't feel like a time. It actually feels like either 1-1 or 11, because I asked, was it like weeks or months or things like that? So it's not that. It's more of a symbol or a significant number for you. Thank you. Thanks. It's a significant number for you because they're actually showing me that it's the depth of who you are. So I don't know if you understand numerology or you've done numerology or you know what your number is, but there is some resonance in regards to that for you. All right, so we're nearly at the end of our time. Is there anyone that you want to give a reading to before we do a collective reading, Debbie?
Oh, no pressure. Have a quick look. I'll look up. Sorry. Yvette Wilson springs up, and I have a card that I've pulled, I guess must be for you. It's about seeking beauty. Try and get a little bit more depth on that. So a lot of what I'm getting today is a lot of people have been caught up in the darkness, heavy energy of the last few weeks. And I just want to say to everybody, really, but also to Yvette, that some of this energy, it's got to do with the change of the season. And we are really in a big change of season. We've just gone over into the dark type of the year here, and that can bring heavy energy. But I also want to remind you it's about releasing the energy from before. So in some respects, this is a new year. So going back to Yvette, again, I've got a card that I had before, which is assurance. So seeking beauty and assurance together means that look for the little things again. Also, take the time in your life to step out and go for those walks in nature and to see. I'm seeing butterflies and birds. I don't know if that means anything to you, but to actually look for those things. This time of year, there is a lot of beauty, and there's a lot of beauty that can be seen, particularly where we are in Australia, where we don't get that deep darkness. You can see flowering, you can see trees, you can see, again, I'm seeing birds, and I'm hearing bird calls. I don't know if that means something to you. I'm actually getting the sense that there's somebody in your family that was very, very much into birds. So I suggest that they're also sending you that message to let you know that they are here with you. You're not alone, and to keep your eyes open for those little messages that come through to you.
Awesome. Thanks, Debbie. So if anyone likes to develop their intuition a little bit more, you'll see in the chat there is a link, and you'll be able to download a book, ebook that I've created. So if that's Float Your Boat, by all means jump across and grab that. So we're going to do a final collective reading because we've tried to cover a lot of people, but sorry, I'm just looking at Anita's. Except the 11, right? So now guaranteed, Anita, without a doubt, all you're going to notice is 11s, right? Because you go, I understand all of it, Bronwyn, except the 11. It's just like you watch Spirit now muck around with you with 11, Anita. So we're going to do a collective reading. So what we're going to do is like 1, 2, 3. So think about what you want answers or guidance on, and then pick a number between 1, 2, or 3. We're going to do the reading. So listen to it. Listen to the whole reading. Now, within that, the whole reading might resonate. There could be phrases within it that resonate. There could be parts, sentences, just particular word. Just connect into the reading. Take what resonates. Just let go of the rest, right? Also listen to other people's, and even in regards to today, we might not have picked you for some reason. It wouldn't be personal, just the way the feed moves, and there might have been something that we said to someone else, but it made sense for you. The most amazing thing in this space is that when we have a group readings like this, and Spirit knows that we can't get through everyone, and we want to, but we can't, they will, it's like tag team. They'll basically give a message that's for one, looks like it's directed for one person, but it actually lands for a few people, so you all get something. It's phenomenal. It happens all the time in platform too.
Yes.
So that's what we're going to do. So if you can, put down your 1, 2, 3, and we will connect into our cards. We're going to do both add to the one reading. So there'll be parts that I do on one, there'll be parts that Debbie adds on one, and then same for 2 or 3. right, just so we know what we're doing. Well, we think we do, right? We really don't, but we kind of do. Right? We already ascertained at the start of this time together that we go a bit left when we're together. Right?
We do. We really head off into the weeds.
Oh, we don't always follow the plan, that's for sure. All right. So if you can put your 1, 2, 3 there so we can do the reading for you, that would be fabulous. If you're watching this on replay, because this will sit here for 30 days and you're going to see it when you're meant to see it, once again, connect into the 1, 2, 3 because whenever you see it, it will be appropriate for you. Yep. So, all right, Debbie, do you want to go first or do you for number one?
Number one card? Oh, make a wish. And I feel that this is something that we all need to do. Wish magic is a real thing. Make that wish, believe it's going to come true, and just wait for the signs. It doesn't always manifest the way you think that it's going to manifest. That's the really special thing. But make that wish.
Awesome. For the number ones, what the card that I got when I connected in that was to release and surrender. So to open your arms and to release from the challenges, to let go of those and open your hands, arms, and heart so love and assurance can come into you. This is coming from higher beings that I'm being made aware of that are wanting to come through and show you that this connection that you have is beyond just what we have an awareness of here. And the frequency that you hold is far more than you anticipate, far more than you even understand now. And to let go of the humanness that is you so it can come through really in a really divine way to can elevate you, elevate your life, and elevate those that you interact with. Yep. Sorry. It's like mic drop. They just go. Right.
Will I bounce it again?
Yes. So we're number two for those that are drawn for number two.
Number 2 for me is expansion. So expansion isn't just about growing larger, which we'll do as we're older, but it's about expanding your horizons, expanding your belief sets. It's an expansion of belief, really. This expansion of belief that you can do something, you can achieve something. So many of us are stuck in a bit of a rut. Now's the time to pick up and make those changes that you've been thinking about making and expanding your own belief in what you can achieve.
Awesome for number 2, which is really interesting, guys. So I've drawn this card, right? I've had this deck forever. Right, so this is a forever deck. I just want to let you know, tell you a story before I get going. So I've had these cards probably, it's over 10 years. This card has never, ever, ever come out. Right?
That's always beautiful when it happens.
For number 2s, right? For number 2s. This card, entrepreneur, it's never come out. I didn't even know it was in there. And it is about working for yourself, allowing yourself to follow your intuition and your divine guidance. If you are working with others and teammates, to allow yourself to stay loyal and allow those that are staying loyal with you so you can be successful. This truly is about those that are not really stepping forward into their purpose, into their future, that they know that they are entitled to, they know that they deserve, and they know that they have worked towards, because they've allowed other people's expectations, rules, or demands on them to stop that from happening. And you're being called to now do this before you really, so the universe is going to give you a big push. So they're encouraging you to do this because you have been living your life based on other people's frameworks, and now it's time to stop. Sorry, they're kind of demanding when they go. It's like,
don't you just love it when the cards align with the similar?
Yeah, it's like, wow.
Yeah, I know it's so amazing. So for me, or for my number 3s, the card I'm pulling is acceptance of love. Now, I just want to say to everybody that this isn't about accepting love from outside, although that can be. It's about accepting yourself and loving the soul and the spirit that resides within your body. For our number 3s, I'm getting the sense that a lot of us are looking outwardly for love, and we're thinking that our value matters in how other people feel about us. And this card is telling you, no, you matter. learn to love yourself, learn to look at yourself in the mirror and go, accept all of those differences and foibles and those things that normally you look at and think, oh, I really hate that about myself. No, love it. You are a beautiful spiritual being on a journey, and part of that journey is learning to accept and love yourself.
Awesome.
Over to you, brother.
So the number threes, what I've got here is to let your past go. The burdens of carrying that around are weary. Dear one, it is time to let that burden go and put it down. Keep only the lessons, the love and the energy. Let everything else go behind you. You don't need it to grow. And then they're wanting you to blossom. They're wanting you to be moved forward, but you're leaving yourself stuck. And leaving yourself stuck means that you are actually missing out, and you've been missing out in life for a long time, and it's no longer to continue for you. It's actually about moving forward, and the only way that you can move forward is if you hang on to the lessons, integrate the love that you now feel about the lesson, so you can shift and move through this. And don't worry that others haven't let go. Don't worry that others have stayed in that space, that others won't grow. It's all about you to grow now. This is what they're telling you. So really move into that. This is what they want for you, and they want you to want it for you.
That's absolutely beautiful.
It's not me, just so you know.
I just want to add that to that number 3. You bring a bright light and individuality into the world.
Awesome, number 3s. Go, number 3s. Not to take anything away from 2s and 1s. 2s and 1s. Go 2s and 1s as well. Thank you, guys, for coming here, spending some time with us, connecting with us. You give us energy in return for what we do. We hope that in some way we have served you through the messages that were directly to you, or through someone else, or even in the closing messages tonight. The big thing is really connect into spirit. It will change how you show up. Don't let anyone else's beliefs, stories, limitations be yours. It is about you finding you and owning who you are, so you can go out there and live your life to the fullest, however you choose to do that, to go and sprinkle your version of sunshine on those that are around you, and not even necessarily those that you know, just anyone. This is how we change our existence. This is how we change our experiences, is by how we show up. So if we want a different world, if we want a different experience, and we want a different life, it starts with us, and it starts with how we put our energy out there. And what you're being called to do is to go out there and be what you want to receive. Be the energy that you want to receive. Be the love that you want to have in your life. To do that, and you will get more back than you ever anticipated. Don't worry where it comes from. Don't worry who's supposed to give it to. Let go of your expectations and those that you are supposed to love you a certain way, are supposed to care for you a certain way. If they don't, they don't. There will be those that will fill those gaps, and that's what they want you to know. So go out there, be joyful, enjoy whatever you are doing, and if you don't enjoy it, change it. You have the power to do so.
Yeah.
No idea where that came from, but it's like a bonus.
Be the change you want to be in the world.
Thank you, guys. Remember, in the link is Debbie's Facebook page. Please support her. If you love to connect with Debbie in a one-to-one space, once again, how you can do that, the link that you book on is in the chat too. So do that. She's awesome. I don't need to tell you, you have seen it. And if you'd like to, I don't need to tell them they've seen it, right? She's awesome, right? She's awesome, right? And if anyone loves to develop their intuition, as I said, there's a little free resource there. You can jump on there and grab that by all means. Yes, I do personal readings too, Anita. Definitely do that. You just it's on this Facebook page if that's where you're coming in from there. Bronwyn Jane Medium is how you find me if you want to have a reading with me. But this is all about Debbie by all means. So I'm going to thank Debbie for spending some time with me. I'm sure you would have probably wanted to hang out with someone else that wasn't as crazy.
Oh no, it's been wonderful.
Maybe not.
Thank you so much for having me.
I once again, I really want to honor you, honor the energy that you show up with, honor the love that you give in every connection, the dedication that you have to your work. You are phenomenal. And the heart that you show, not only when we are one-to-one in our space, but also when I've seen you work in other spaces. You are a phenomenal human. And I want you to know that. So from my heart to yours, I really, really do care for you greatly. You're amazing. Thank you, guys. Have an awesome weekend. Debbie, do you want to say anything before we say?
Oh, no, only just thank you, everyone, for turning up. It's been amazing. It's a real buzz doing this. And I see a few people have wished us a good weekend, and I want to wish you all a wonderful weekend and the rest of the week as well.
Thank you, guys.